code Gregor50. That's code Gregor50 for an exclusive $50 free bet. Alberta wins with Play Alberta. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, please use your game sense. PlayAlberta.ca.
This is Sports 1440 and the all-new Fantasy Frenzy with Halley and Douglas.
Presented by Wilhauk Beef Jerky, home of Alberta's best beef jerky.
It's 11:01. Good morning. Thank you guys for tuning in to Fantasy Frenzy here on Sports 1440. Connor Halley, Brandon Douglas, Josh Fenwick, Sam Wilnes with you here in the Sports 1440 studios in West Edmonton Mall. Hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. Lots to get to on the show. As per usual, the text line 1-833-401-1440 or join the chat at Sports 1440 AM on YouTube. Good little group going on there. Hit that like button as well. The show brought to you by Wilhauk Beef Jerky, home of Alberta's best beef jerky. Check them out online, wilhaukbeefjerky.com, or take it a step further and go see them in person. Only available in Leduc. Grab a bag and get ready for some sports tonight. The Edmonton Oilers looking to rebound, taking on the Columbus Blue Jackets. You've got Monday Night Football wrapping up Week 10. Lots going on in the sporting world. Probably some basketball as well. Even some college hoops. It's a good time. We say this every season. It's the best time of the sporting calendar. Never changes. Duke, welcome back. Welcome back to the city. What's going on?
Thank you. Not much is going on. Had a nice weekend of kind of easing back into a routine with some Senior Outlaws hockey. Friday night back in Delburn. Big dub. They also won on the road on Saturday, so I want to give them a nice little shout out. Saturday night, watching the Oilers play one of the worst games I've ever seen. And then a full Sunday of NFL football. I missed it. I do. Listen, holidays are great. Everybody needs them. But sometimes you're just jonesing to get back in the saddle.
Got to recharge the batteries for sure.
Yes.
How'd the wedding go?
The wedding was good. The trip was excellent. I do feel a little bit for Caitlin and Cole, the bride and groom. It did rain pretty much right as the ceremony was beginning. Like we were in it, like the family had walked down the aisle and then they're like, nope, got to move it inside.
Oh,
so pick it, like the wind is howling, the rain's starting to come down. So that threw a little bit of a wrench in the
I thought hurricane season was over.
No, turns out there was actually a massive hurricane going on this whole time over to absolutely terrorizing Jamaica. So that shows how up to speed I keep on weather happenings from around the world and some current events. But they pivoted, kind of moved it to a semi-indoor location. The reception was great. The dance was a good time. Drinks, we drank a whole bottle of Fireball on the dance floor, like a 60 of Fireball. It's good times.
Feeling good.
I had my fair share. It was great, and I'm glad to be back. Big thanks to Donovan for kind of pulling double duty while still doing all his pre and post game activities. The morning show, working this show, obviously the work Sam and Josh put in to fill in some cracks as well. So big thanks to everybody, and hey, right back at it. It was game night again.
Yeah, I mean, can't be much worse than last game.
You would hope.
Early in the week last week, they were getting 2-goal leads and blowing it. On Saturday, they opted to give up the 2-goal lead to essentially Cale Makar, but then give up 3 more goals.
Mm-hmm.
People were not happy on social media on Friday night or Saturday night. That's done. You know, it's digested. It's been moved on from. How do they respond? That's, to me, the interesting part here. And that's a lot of sports for me is how do you respond? Hit a little adversity, terrible game. You got destroyed. You got the beat out of you. How do you respond? You know, and that's what I'm intrigued by tonight. Of course, we will take your text, 1-833-401-1440. Triple C in a truck says, it rained at my cousin's wedding. She's divorced now. My friends got married and it started to rain and we had to adapt. And I was the MC. And I just said, guys, I don't know. I've heard rainy on your wedding days. Good luck. Never researched it. Just told people that. Just want to put those vibes out there. So for your friends, I'm putting that.
It's the second straight wedding I've been to where it's rained. Because regular listener Bryce at his wedding back in early October, it rained, and I was the officiant at that one.
He's asking if you told me about your unique burn lines. No, actually, I only seen Duke for like 5 minutes. I was late getting in today.
Yeah. I know nobody cares about my holiday, but I was so dead set on looking, because the last time I went to Mexico, I burned the living crap out of myself, and like showers the rest of the whole week were painful. I was having a rough time. I was like, I'm not doing that this time. So I took so much sunscreen with me. I was diligent of putting it on day 1, day 2, technically, first full day. But I don't think my application process was very good, as there was some spotty parts around my chest and essentially like almost handprints right over my pectorals, which some of my friends so kindly pointed out. It gave the impression that I'd had a bikini top on the day before. And that is kind of where the burn marks were around. I saw it a little bit because they were just like large white patches right on my chest. And apparently you're supposed to let sunscreen dry before you get right back in the pool or go down the water slide again or anything like that.
Yeah, rub it in for sure.
Yeah, no. I didn't take that. So I did burn again, but it was much more mild. It was just heavy. I was very routine with the aloe vera after that. And yeah, I really didn't have any problems at all. It was a great holiday. No complaints.
There's always someone. But progress.
Oh, dude, it's always someone. Bryce texts in as if he got out of this completely unscathed. His was just as bad, and he has a wife to put his sunscreen on.
Inexcusable then.
Inexcusable. And he also went to bed at like 8 o'clock every single night.
Wow. Sleep is essential to life.
His wife was still out partying with us.
Well, hey, probably was feeling great the next morning.
So was I.
Were you?
Yeah, you just get right back on the wagon.
Sasha says, thanks to whoever recommended Woody Marks. He was a great fill-in this week. Wasn't me.
Shout out Woody.
Probably wasn't Donovan.
I've got him.
I don't think we talked about it at all.
What's his real name? We talked about this before, Josh. DeQuain or something like that is his real name. Awesome name.
The nicknames are great these days. Bill, Woody. Good old nicknames. Bad news says, can we talk about how good Seattle looks right now? The team is great on both sides of the ball. Yeah, we can. I mean, for sure. 44 points yesterday they put up? 7-2, top spot in the NFC West.
Were they have 35 rip to start the game? Including 2 almost. Everyone that thought Cale Makar's goals on Saturday against the Oilers were near identical, and they were. To Marcus Lawrence's touchdowns yesterday, also very nearly identical. It was like Groundhog Day.
38-7 at half.
Good for them.
Nice for Sam Darnold to rest the arm. 10-12. In that time, he hit JSN for 93 yards and a touchdown.
What was Justin Fields' final stat line yesterday in the win? They were once again net negative passing at the half.
If he didn't complete a screen for like 50 yards or something, he would have finished with 12 yards, I believe was the...
And it's crazy because after the Jets had the 2 kick return touchdowns, punt return, kick return, I saw a tweet, and I can't remember who it was, so apologies for not crediting it. But they were just like, I can't wait for the Jets to win today, and Justin Fields will have 17 yards passing. And that is almost essentially exactly what happened.
The New York Football Jets.
Well, at least they still have a head coach.
Yeah, New York Football Giants, in case you missed it. I know someone doesn't like that we used to call them the Football Giants, but I just did. Parting ways with Brian Daboll. Probably not the biggest surprise. I think he might be in the camp of really good offensive coordinator. Probably not a head coach. He did really good work with Josh Allen that led to his job with the New York Giants. And, I mean, hey, his GM probably didn't do him any favors letting Saquon walk. But that's a life of an NFL head coach in 2025. You probably have 2-3 years to turn things around. Obviously, it didn't work out for them. Daron Payne suspended 1 game. Did you see the punch he threw?
It's just so stupid.
On Amon-Ra St. Brown?
Hey, you're wearing a football helmet. I'm going to punch you right in the face.
Yeah. No, I'm going to be suspended and miss probably. Well, I don't know what his game check is.
Well,
but
I'll say
that
if I played for the Commanders defense, I would want to miss as many games as possible.
I'm out of here.
My goodness. What an ugly scene. Can you believe people thought the Commanders could win the Super Bowl this year?
Yeah. I mean, not really. I wasn't on board, I think, quite as much as some people.
No, I didn't even have him making the playoffs.
Jaden Daniels, to me, I felt was a prime candidate for regression. I think the Patriots are this candidate next year. The schedule's going to get a lot tougher.
Well, it is going to get a lot tougher, but also, like, at least the Patriots have players elsewhere. Like, I think the Patriots are a great story, and like it kind of looks like they're probably going to win the division after the Bills can't, or the defense is so porous against the run. But I don't think the Patriots are a scary team because they don't necessarily have the playmakers on offense outside of Drake May yet, right? Like Matt Collins, Steph Diggs at this stage of his career, still really good players. Pop Douglas.
Henderson looks good, though.
Well, I said this to Josh this morning. I was like, did Trayvon Henderson finally stop like taking a leak in Vrabel's Cheerios each morning or what? And I get it because Stevenson's hurt, but Henderson like kind of broke out yesterday, a couple big runs. And I loved that on the final one, when he like flattens out towards the goal line so he can get a look back at his bench to see if he wants him to go down or not.
Yeah.
And he gets the wave. So he's just like, goes in.
I feel like there a lot of times, like Henderson, it's simply a head coach like, well, the vet's doing a good enough job.
Mm-hmm.
Like
But
I think like there's like, and Vrabel, like a former player, even
do
if
we
it's not
forget
right.
that Ramondre Stevenson is addicted to fumbling the football, which that normally does not fly with guys like Vrabel.
Because I just don't get how like Trayvon Henderson was not being utilized more.
At all. He get like
fumbled,
2
right?
touches a game.
Did he have a fumble?
Maybe.
Maybe that was the reason. Anywho, maybe the pass pro wasn't good. I had to like
that was a big part of it from what I'd read and a little bit I'd seen on film was that he was struggling with the blocking portion at the NFL level, which you got to do. You got to be able to do it.
Donovan and I were talking about it because he was talking about Ashton Genty's like share, and I'm like, well, he hasn't blocked that well. Like he's got to. You have to have that element to be a 3-down back in the NFL.
Because if you're not, then it's really easy to scheme against, knowing that like A, if he's on the field, he's getting the ball, or B, if he's not getting the ball, then you can absolutely attack that area where he is expected to be blocking. So I think like if you're not like you said, reliable 3-down guy, that makes it so much easier for opposing defenses.
Sometimes he's just getting in the way. Let him run you
just
over.
Try.
I hope he trips on
you.
you.
Slow him down. Slow him down for just a second.
Aaron says, guys, tuning in late. Did I miss CH talk about the greatness of Keenan Allen? I love that
Historic pass.
The play that he broke the Chargers all-time reception record. Yeah. Apparently he called it. They're like, why don't we give you a screen? He's like, why don't I just do this? I liked it. I love Keenan Allen. I think he's never going to go down as a guy who is like top 3 in the league. He never will be, but he was always just a guy who got the job done. Didn't make amazing plays, but was like, I don't know, just like a boring. Really
He's all reliable.
He's all reliable. Third in Keenan. His highlight was probably from his rookie year hurdling a Broncos defender in their Thursday night football win. That's probably like one of the biggest plays he's made.
A long time ago.
Yeah. He's had some other nice plays, but that might be the peak from like 2014 or whatever it was. What a draft class. DJ Fluker, Manti Te'o, and Keenan Allen with its first 3 picks. But yeah, that was awesome. MTR says, wasn't as bad as Kinlaw punching a ref.
Good point.
Not quite as bad. Bryce follows up. Hey, Connor. All the men got burned. Brand was the only one with a bikini top tan.
I'm also the only one without a wife.
Yeah.
To help me put it on. And that's not true. So the guy I was rooming with, our other buddy Braden, I would ask him, not necessarily to put the sunscreen on my chest, but I'd ask him to put it on my back.
Yeah.
And eventually he's like, I'm not doing this anymore.
It just became too much.
I guess I was too much of a burden to him. But I got by. At that stage of the week, I'd got a nice base down.
Eden says, you're not supposed to use sunscreen. It never helps. And you just tortured yourself for days after it, as it oozed into your system.
I'm
sorry.
About
the
you
science on that one.
You think you're tougher than the sun? The sun?
Not me. Manny says, rain on your wedding day is not ironic. It sucks is all.
I felt really bad for Katie and Cole, and I still think they had a great day. And obviously congrats to them on their new marriage. They already have a beautiful little daughter, Kimsley.
Oh, is she there too?
Oh yeah, she was there. I don't think she enjoyed vacation.
How old?
Like 3 maybe.
Yeah. She had to be a little splash park or something.
There was lots for her to do. Like her cousin, my other buddy's 5-year-old son Beckett, he had the best week of his life.
Yeah.
Loved the pool, loved getting in it with his life jacket on to swim around at the big pool or over in the kids one. He adored it. Not so much for Kimmy. And then she also got sick on one of the days, which was a bit of a hellscape for her parents in the hotel room and stuff. So, yeah, I felt bad, but I hope they enjoyed themselves as much as all their guests did because we had a great time.
Darcy says, good morning, boys. Isn't this the same thing we keep saying? How are they going to respond? Keep giving up goal leads. Now they get probably shellacked. Shellacked? Is that how you spell shellacked?
I don't think that's a real word.
I thought it was shelled. No. Anyway, shellacked. I think that's what it was. And what do we say? How are they going to respond? We get tired of hearing that. Thanks. Well, yeah. I mean, what else can I say? I'm not on the team. We're going to go out there and put it to the Blue Jackets tonight. I'm just observing and I'm just commentating that's my intrigue. What are they going to do? Like, I saw people on Twitter on Saturday night suggesting trades coming. It was like 1 in the morning Eastern time. And like Stan's going to get on the phone, start making calls to people and wake them up. Like, and then you're at the lowest point of your season. You're at a position of weakness. Plus, that salary cap is kind of an annoyance. It's a hindrance for this. I think the solution just comes internally. They got to figure this thing out. And we've been on board the whole time. Yeah, if you can upgrade your goaltending, do it. It's just not as easy as one might
Snapping
think.
your fingers.
Bowman's got to do some work to make that eventually happen. Lance says, don't worry, team. Janmark is back. Season turns around today.
The janitor.
But is it worth losing Ryan Nugent-Hopkins?
Based on how, and I think Nuge has been very good for most of the year so far. Listen, nobody played well on Saturday. But I thought Nuge was pretty bad.
It's just, I guess you're hurt, Nuge. Shut her down.
Yeah, take a break.
Take a break.
Relax.
It's a week. Maybe retroactive to Saturday or Sunday. Monday. We'll take a break as well. When we come back, more text 1-833-401-1440. It is Fantasy Frenzy, brought to you by Wilhauk Beef Jerky.
Actions speak louder than words. Japa Machinery Group puts your construction plan into action with XCMG construction machinery you need. Available for rental or sale. Learn more at japamachinery.com.
At Papa John's, our butter chicken pizza is a Canadian favorite, and we think we know why. We start with a velvety, tangy, and subtly sweet sauce. Then it's our better ingredients: fresh, never frozen original dough, juicy grilled chicken, and crunchy green peppers and onions. Sounds delicious, right? Well, wait till you try it. It's butter chicken made better. Order your large butter chicken pizza today for only $19.99. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. Proudly locally owned and operated.
Hi, Mike here from Northgate Chevrolet Buick GMC. Snow, colder weather, shorter days. November is officially here. But it doesn't all have to be bad news. If you're thinking about a newer used vehicle, now is the time. Massive savings, 0% financing, and don't forget tires at cost. Yes, that's right. We sell winter tires at cost. There's lots to celebrate in November. And as always, we'd like to thank all of those who have fought and served for our country. Stop in and see us today, 13215 97th Street, or visit us online at northgategm.com.
You're in Northgate country.
Looking for the perfect gift? Give the gift of great taste with a Loca Quality Market gift card. Redeemable at any Loca Quality Market or Loca operated restaurant. It's a treat for food lovers. Ready anytime. Grab yours today at loca.ca.
Don't look now, but I think we're being followed.
Oh, that's just my Fountain Tire sidecar.
Well, they're driving pretty close.
Because they're attached.
Save up to 15% on select tires until December 13th.
Cool.
Plus, get up to $125 off a set of 4 Goodyear tires.
Anything else?
Get $50 off a $150 service when you buy those tires.
Well, that's handy.
Yep.
And weird.
Well, I love my Fountain Tire sidecar.
Book your appointment online today. Restrictions apply. Fountain Tire. We're on this road together, Canada.
This hockey season, before every game, check out the pregame show with Andrew Walker on Sports 1440. It's brought to you by Titan Supply, your only source for rigging, lifting, and hauling products. Visit titansupply.ca.
I hear the train.
Backed by popular demand, Folsom Prison Revisited. The story of one of the greatest concerts in history returns to the Jubilee Auditorium November 22nd. Step back in time before, during, and after this iconic Johnny Cash performance. You'll relive an event that changed the life of Johnny Cash and changed music forever. Tickets at Ticketmaster.ca and the Jubilee box office. Brought to you by Stars and Stories Live.
It's not what you know, it's where you heard it. Fantasy Frenzy with Halley and Douglas, exclusively on Sports 1440.
Presented by Will Hawk Beef Jerky, home of Alberta's best beef jerky.
It's 11:20. Look at us, right on time here. Welcome back to Fantasy Frenzy, brought to you by Will Hawk Beef Jerky, home of Alberta's best beef jerky, online at willhawkbeefjerky.com. Go pay him a visit. Tell him we sent you. Say hi to Trent and say go Cowboys. I don't know if it'll get you anything, but it won't hurt.
Go boys.
Weed him. Just say weed him boys. He'll know what you're talking about. Lots of text rolling in here. 1-833-401-1440. This segment for elksnation.ca. 2 weekly podcasts with Eddie Steele and Declan Kruger. Of course, breaking down the green and gold. But over the offseason, they're going to have a lot of fun talking to alum and current players. Give you some of the best content you're going to find out there. Also, you can read the articles. elksnation.ca.
Recording a new episode today.
Are they? That's where Eddie went after chatting with you guys?
Mm-hmm.
What was Eddie? Suit or tank top?
He was suited up.
Suited up. I saw him at the Pizza Pig out.
Birthday.
Really? Happy birthday, Miss Steele?
Mrs. Steele.
Mrs. Steele? I always got that wrong. You know, people get like they're wrong. Miss and Mrs. never. I just don't think it's that big of a deal.
I was very keen on it in Mexico.
Oh, really?
La señorita or señora.
Did you meet some girl there?
Like in general?
Yeah.
Yeah, I met some girls there.
Nice. Good for you.
Thank you.
Where was the best a la carte restaurant?
Like the one you had to like book.
Yeah.
I thought the Mexican one was unreal. Italian was also very good. I didn't think the seafood one was particularly strong. I'm not a seafood guy, but I'll try new stuff and try new things. I didn't think it was very good though. And we did not unfortunately get into the hibachi.
Oh, too bad.
It was too busy and it was only open certain nights and yeah, it just didn't work out. But yeah, Italian was good, steakhouse was good, and the Mexican was like I ordered 2 entrees at the Mexican restaurant. I didn't give a hoot and had dessert.
What was dessert?
Like a little cake, sponge cake type thing, almost very light.
Did you see the Canadian Premier League final last night?
In like 2 feet of snow. Yeah, it was awesome.
The icicle kick? There's a bicycle kick.
They're calling it the icicle kick.
The icicle kick, so good. And then the winner in extra time. Ottawa wins. Atletico, Ottawa. Cool. We'll go into the inbox. Dusty says, well, their name is the New York Football Giants. Yeah, last week Donovan called them the New York Football Giants, and someone said the other Giants left in like 1960s. You don't have to call them that.
Yeah, but it's fun.
Yeah, just
it's like what Chris Berman does, right?
Sometimes it just spews out of your mouth. New York,
just like when you say the frozen tundra.
Yeah,
Lambeau Field.
Just happens.
It's like it's not always frozen there. I think there's a chance of snow tonight, though.
Oh, really?
Snow game in Chicago yesterday, first one of the year.
Yeah.
Go Bears.
Reason the Giants got fired. I heard Carrie's stats. I wanted to unveil those, but he.
You had those also locked and loaded. For Struds.
Well, not even. Well, Struddy's actually going to join Gregor today since we're off tomorrow.
Right.
The other strategy or numbers I had. Did you see the Chargers offensive line in the Pro Football Focus rankings?
I didn't see the rankings. I just seen the 19 different combinations.
Because, you know, when the players introduce themselves, they have their ranking underneath.
Yeah.
Bradley Bozeman, PFF rank 36 of 36. Trey Pipkins, PFF rank 35 of 36. Mekhi Becton, 36 of 37. Austin Deculus, left tackle, 38 of 38.
Wow. That's inspiring.
How the Chargers won.
Just win, baby.
Justin Herbert walked off the field. Don't know, but we'll take it.
Did you enjoy my stat that it took 29 and a half minutes to surpass the Avalanche's goal total for total points in the game?
When it was 3-2?
It was 3-2 and then
5-3. I was like, what the heck's going on right now?
What a game.
That was another one, like the Vikings Thursday nighter. No stress in that one. Even last night, like I remember a time when Aaron Rodgers, when he stepped back and stepped into a throw, you were like, touchdown.
Yeah.
We're screwed. When he was doing that, I'm like, this could be an interception because like it's changed. I mean, obviously he's a lot older. and outside of DK Metcalf,
well, that was our conversation via text message last night, saying like, yeah, this whole 13 personnel thing is fun for a little bit if you're the Steelers, but at a certain point, having more than one NFL caliber receiver on your team probably is conducive to success.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy to defend when you only have one guy that can realistically catch the ball beyond 8 yards.
And we all wanted Pickens and Metcalf.
I wanted it so bad.
They had to trade him. Well, your guy Roman Wilson had a touchdown.
Again, well stashed on my bench.
Better on your bench than someone else's team.
I was glad too, because I was like, I can't believe I picked this guy back up in free agency only for him to lay just another zero burger.
Yeah.
But totally redeemed himself.
In my, I would say, top priority league, I had Drake London and Jonathan Taylor playing in the European game. I had 70 points before 10 a.m. I was like,
pretty special.
I cannot lose this. Then I had Jameer Gibbs, Kamani Vidal.
All the same league?
George Kittle. Yeah. Roma Dunze.
What'd you put up, like 300 points?
193.
And that's
non-PPR.
That is insane.
Now,
what a day.
I could have done better. I thought that the Lions defense might do something. They got me 2 points. So if I had, a competent defense, and even if Keenan Allen did a little more, I could have cracked 200 for the first time, which would have been nice. Anywho, some big performers this weekend. And how we lost in the Fantasy Frenzy League.
Your boy.
I was so mad.
Dicker the kicker, just too many good kicks.
Well, and if the Steelers don't muff that punt
right
in field goal range, we win the matchup, but instead we fall to Riggs weekly waiver claims.
Good name.
We could have used that one. Allie says, hey guys, I got a trade offer. Celebrini for Keller and Demidov. Should I accept or pass it?
Are you trading away Macklin Celebrini? Listen, Celebrini, he's right, like top 3 scoring in the league right now. It's what him and Bedard are doing so far this year is nothing short of incredibly impressive. They're both making very strong cases for themselves to be with Team Canada when they head to Italy, especially considering some other potential fringe guys are having slow starts to the season, injuries, stuff like that. So it is very much in the realm of possibility these one or both these guys could be on Team Canada. But with that being said, a 2-for-1 where you're getting 2 very good players in Clayton Keller, plays on a high-flying offensive team in Utah. They will put goals on the board. And Ivan Demidov, who is expected to be right there in the rookie scoring race all season long, I kind of think I like the 2-for-1 here. Like the whatever side's getting Keller and Demidov.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you.
And I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer on the Celebrini thing. Like, yes, the Sharks have accumulated a nice little pool of talent. Him and Will Smith, really good. William Eklund, pretty strong start to the year. He's banged up now on IR. Is it sustainable? Is it sustainable for a guy on a team that is very likely going to finish in the bottom 5 of the league again, lead the league in scoring? It's tough to do.
We had that brought up last week, and I was like, I think I'm staying on the Celebrini bandwagon.
I'll stay on it as long as it keeps going, but if there is a fall off, I'm not going to hoist my flag and say, I told you so. I'm going to say, that was a good run.
Mm-hmm.
And happily just move off of it at that time, because he is a exceptional player at 19 years old. Like it is very impressive, but I would not be surprised if there is a regression to a mean here and he finishes the year with 80 some odd points, which is still unreal. Second year in the league, 80 points. Are you kidding me?
That still might be more than Keller.
Very good chance.
Yeah.
But the 2-for-1 here, I think I like Keller and Demidov.
Obviously for me, as always, depends on the rest of your team. Like, do you need if 2 pieces is going to help you and you need improvement, then you do it. But I like Celebrini. I'm a big fan of that kid, 19 years old. If they're trying to do some cap BS, Bouchard should be the one sitting for a week. No, from Levi. Well,
I don't really think that that's what's going on here.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think that's.
I think he's probably just banged up and needs a week, and they'll put him on IR because they can, with the knowing he's going to miss a week, And that makes it not have to put somebody on waivers, essentially.
Did you leave the one in the night I did post game?
Was
30th?
The 30th was the Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was already in Mexico.
So
the night.
I did pre and post game
Right.
with Donovan, and we're sitting at first round having our dessert, and I'm like, you know what? They're up. Like, this might be kind of a slow post game. There's not that much going on. And then old Evan Bouchard had a few plays there.
Few dandies.
That I was like, all right, I guess we have something to talk about. But no, I think this is just injury. EG says, if you look at the fancies from Saturday, Ekholm and Bouchard were actually a large positive.
Which, once again, tells me that analytics and advanced stats are great. They are just a piece of the puzzle.
Yeah.
To evaluation of a play. Watch the game and tell me that any Oiler was good on Saturday night. And I'll tell you they weren't. Because they weren't. And I'm not sure, like, the third pairing guys, like when Emerson's been in, Brett Kulak at times, you know, you can say that so far this season they've been mostly positive. Alec Regula in very limited action with the injury kind of around a little bit there. But Bouchard, Ekholm, Nurse, and even Jake Walmanson's returning. Like, can you say that any of these guys have played up to snuff? To me, the answer is no.
-3. No hits. No takeaways. Well, one takeaway between the two of them. When you're playing half the game, Bouchard played 27 minutes and you lose 9-1. Respectfully, I'm passing on the fancy stats. Respectfully, yeah. Steve says, hey, boys. Not fantasy related, but I'm taking my 9-year-old to our first Oilers game tonight. That's awesome. Any suggestions on stuff to do around Ice District?
For a 9-year-old, I wish I had better suggestions. Like, there's some really good restaurants, both in like what they call that Ice Plaza.
Yeah.
Like across the street to the south. Some other ones in the very immediate vicinity of the arena. Do they like the casino?
Hey, they're a client, but first round is right there. Go get some goaltenders and fries beforehand. The team store, I would say,
that's a
is
good one.
must look at. Like, there's so much cool
Pop
stuff
in there, see if you're willing to trade a left arm for a jersey or something.
There's the ones inside, but also like just the one by the ice house.
By the ice house, yeah.
Yeah, team store there is really cool. That's where I'd go take a look at. But also get there early for warm-ups. Get a chance to go stand by the bottom, watch them, see how good they are.
Wave. Maybe get a puck.
Yeah, maybe a sign.
Maybe some player will make that youngster's night special.
The sign should say, if you give me a puck, you won't give up 9 goals.
If you give me a puck, I won't lambast you on AM radio tomorrow morning.
Because it'll happen.
Yeah. Steve's 9-year-old kid texting in. This team stinks.
Trevor says, unpopular opinion. The Oilers should trade McDavid for McKinnon. Colorado wouldn't do it.
I don't think Colorado would do that.
No, they definitely not.
Listen, do the Avalanche and Chris McFarland and Joe Sakic probably acknowledge that, like, Connor McDavid is, you know, if we're being binary about it, a better player than Nate McKinnon? Sure, maybe. But guess what? Nate McKinnon has already won a Stanley Cup. The team is the team. The Avalanche would not do that trade.
Do you think that the Penguins would have traded Lemieux for Gretzky?
No.
No?
Yeah, would have Gretzky bought the team when they needed it more than ever?
Nathan McKinnon is a stud. And how much longer is he under contract for? I think that also, like, the knowing that he's around, I don't think they would do it. Todd the Sign God says, thank God they made it hard to watch it on TV tonight. Is it an Amazon game?
It is.
Oh, yes.
NHL on Prime, Monday Night Hockey. I'm looking forward to it. Bone to pick.
Yeah, me?
Not with you personally. Okay. This is just a general gripe. Fed up Friday. When I was flying, and this actually ended up being good, but I was flying home on Thursday evening, and there's Wi-Fi on the plane. I can watch whatever I want, essentially. But I could not watch on TSN or Sportsnet because my geolocation still has me in Mexico and or the United States for most of the trip. But is the whole thing about Thursday Night Football not that it's on Amazon Prime?
Yeah.
No, it was not. At least not available for me to view. So once I got, I think it was when I was about, because I love tracking the plane on the thing on your phone on the WestJet app. Well, I was in about just crossing to North Dakota, and my TSN Plus would work. So I did catch. Well, I watched the first half, and then I was like, I'm done with this. This game sucks.
Yeah, you didn't miss much.
No, I did not, but I still wanted to watch it. I was kind of, bored as a 6-hour flight.
That's fair. 6. Yeah, you told Donovan that, and we were like 6 hours.
It was supposed to be like 6.5.
Yeah, and then we did a little research.
5.5 down. I guess the winds.
Yeah, the Gulf Stream.
Something like that.
One more text I was gonna get to. At least the PK was perfect on Saturday.
Good point. That's a positive.
And there was a lot of penalties, actually. Just like,
oh yeah, the first period it was like a ref show.
The refs took over. Down 9-1. Do you do anything? Like if you're out there?
Yes.
Do you think he's like something stupid?
9-1. How about
like 6-1?
Anywhere before that when you're getting absolutely run out of your own building?
I think Corey Perry would have done something.
I think Corey Perry, Evander Kane, maybe even Matthias Janmark. Like when you look at this Oilers roster and its current construction, who is that player? It's supposed to be Trent Frederick. And his own words say, well, nobody's going to fight me if I only have one goal.
So don't ask him.
It's like,
be the bad boy. Just grab him and punch.
Go up, spear him right in the nads.
Yeah,
go get him.
Be that guy.
I was really frustrated watching the game, saying like, and I sent the tweet out. And what is this team? What are they? What do they do? They have a good power play.
I tweeted
goals for, right in the middle of the pack. Goals against, right in the middle of the pack. Shots for, right in the middle of the pack. They're actually pretty low shots against teams, shot suppression wise, but their goaltending hasn't been particularly strong, so that doesn't really matter. Like, what does this team do? What are they? What's their identity? They don't have one. And this is a team with Leon Draisaitl and Connor McDavid on it.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
Just in small font. They do this every year.
Good power play.
So good power play. I tweeted the video of McDavid and Draisaitl talking on the bench with Draisaitl covering up his hands. I go, man, I got 8 more years of this. I deleted the tweet. It was getting too popular.
Were you getting some blowback?
Not even. Like, it was doing very popular, but I'm like, this is just negative. I don't want to be.
Yeah, wow, Connor. Way to just be another member of the Edmonton media. Nothing but negative all the time.
Just trying to have some laughs, but it really, Avs fans were really digging it.
Struck a negative chord.
I was trending.
You were blowing up in Denver, baby.
Yeah. Wait till they hear my stance on the Broncos. Let's take a break. More text when we get back. We'll let you know what's coming up on The Lowdown and the Jason Gregor Show. It is Fantasy Frenzy. Halley, Douglas, Fenwick, Wilness with you here on Sports 1440, streaming on Sports 1440 YouTube, Facebook, X, and Instagram, brought to you by Will Hawk Beef Jerky.
You know your neighbor, right? The one who watches your house when you're away, who keeps their yard looking nice, who says hello every day. That's us. GS Construction. Now, we probably don't live right beside you, but we do live in your community. And when it comes to water and wastewater infrastructure, moving along smoothly, we're the ones doing that work. GS Construction has been doing it since 1974, over 50 years. So you could say we are your neighbors who wear hard hats and work boots. To find out what your neighbors do, visit gsconstruction.ca.
I'm Colin Livingston, president of Cantor, proudly delivering world-class hydraulic torque wrenches in Canada since 2016. I'm thrilled to announce our in-house production of tool components and accessories for faster turnarounds and enhanced versatility. The future is here at Cantor.com.
Performance by Action Electrical today. Their projects team kicks things off, designing and building with unmatched skill.
Then the service team swoops in for those crucial repairs and maintenance. And don't forget the testing team, ensuring everything's safe and sound before the solar team scores with sustainable energy.
A complete team effort. Have Action Electrical bring home a win for you and your project. Visit actionelectrical.net.
Michelle and Colette are sisters. Sisters who don't agree on much, especially when it comes to which hockey team is the best.
Edmonton is the best, baby. Vancouver's number one.
Even when it comes to meat snacks from Wilhawks.
I love the Harris Schweiner. The ham sausage rules.
But they will agree.
Wilhawk beef jerky is the best.
It might just be the only thing Alberta hockey fans can agree on.
Others can try to imitate, but no one can duplicate Wilhawk beef jerky. Only available in Leduc. Get yours today, because you don't win friends with salad.
If you've got a smart speaker, get it to play Sports 1440.
And it doesn't matter when you listen as we roll out the Sports Talk
24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Edmonton's home for sports radio is Sports 1440.
Bring in the new year with a Canadian country legend. December 31st, in concert at the Silent Ice Center in Nisku. Brett Kissel. She drives me crazy. Multiple CCMA and Juno Award winner, platinum-selling recording artist, and top 10 hitmaker. Celebrate the new year in Alberta, country style. Bring your friends, your cowboy boots, and your party spirit for a night full of hits, celebration, and unforgettable memories. The countdown to 2026 starts with Brett Kissel live on stage. Get your tickets now at silenticecenter.com/events.
Every coach needs a game plan. Plan your fantasy frenzy with Halley and Douglas right here on Edmonton's Sports 1440.
Presented by Wilhawk Beef Jerky, home of Alberta's best beef jerky.
$11:41. Welcome back. It is Fantasy Frenzy here on Sports 1440. Streaming on YouTube, Facebook, X, and Instagram. Brought to you by Wilhawk Beef Jerky, home of Alberta's best beef jerky. I say Canada's best beef jerky. Maybe the world's.
Well,
did you have any better in Mexico?
I'm an international traveler now, and I can say with quite a bit of certainty that's at least North America's best beef jerky.
All right. If anyone's been...
Now, listen, I didn't have any beef jerky per se down there, but I asked around.
Yeah, people spoke.
The food was really good. I love Mexican food. I ate so many tacos when I was there.
You love Chipotle.
No, I don't actually. I think Chipotle's okay.
Hold on.
I think it's okay.
I've never had it, but Mexican is good.
And because like the buffet,
do they have like a midnight snack?
The wedding?
Oh, like just like at the resort. You know, you're leaving the club.
No, but it's 24-hour room service. Oh no, that's a lie. There was 24-hour. It's like the coffee shop. You could go in there and get like a little sandwich or ice cream.
Nice.
I didn't have ice cream until like the last day. Besides the point, the buffet, which is like the general restaurant, right? That's open for breakfast, brunch, and then lunchtime. They like in the corner, there was this lady that was making the tortillas hot on the grill, like just grab the piece of dough off, smush it, get on there. And then as like the tortilla was essentially still cooking, sprinkle some cheese in there and then put whatever, the chicken, the pork, or the beef on it. I probably ate over the 7 days I was there, probably like 40 of those tacos, those little mini tacos.
You just walked up and
I just walk up and be like, yeah, one of each, please. Por favor.
There was one we went to, and at the end of the night, after leaving Jaguars, the club,
Jaguars,
they had mini hot dogs. I've been chasing that high, trying to find those mini hot dogs.
And then because we went into town the one day, and we went to like a sit down restaurant for lunch, and I ordered tacos there too.
Hey, why not?
When in Rome,
yeah, you got to do it.
Big fan of the way they do the protein up.
Yeah,
the way they season it and stuff.
It's good. Coming up next is the Lowdown Flow Tide from noon till 2. They'll be joined by Jason Greger and
Rachel Kryshak.
Rachel Kryshak, formerly
Dory.
Rachel Dory, married over the summer, and they'll have some fun. And then I think
they also have another guest talking Cleveland Guardians and the situation around Luis Ortiz and Emmanuel Clase.
Oh,
I saw the lineup last commercial break.
Did they tweet it?
Declan did tweet it.
Dang, good for Declan. Okay, so that's good.
I'll have the name for you in 1 second.
Joe
Thank you.
Noka from
Cleveland.
The Cleveland Express.
The Cleveland Mirror Times Sentinel.
Then on the Gregor Show today at 2 o'clock, our co-host will join us, Sean Brown, followed by Kevin Woodley. We're going to have Jason Strudwick on the program, Cam Tates, 2-minute warning, Steve Mears, the voice of the Columbus Blue Jackets, the Oil Report, Spec, and then pregame at 5 o'clock. No, 5:30. This is a 6:30 start on Amazon. So keep it locked here on Sports 1440. I think Gregor will be by for one segment of the pregame show with Walks and Paulson, and then Landon, and then also the boys are back for postgame. And it won't be too crazy late because it's an earlier start.
That's always nice. Keep
Keep it locked here on Sports 1440. Burrow back to practice today. He's going to come back in December, isn't he? Did you guys talk about that already? MTR. No, we haven't actually. Will the Bengals be in a position? I will say, I was sitting in the studio, and I'm not going to name names, but someone was very confident about a Steelers playoff lock. And that was when they were up. And someone else looked at me and said, "What do you think?" And I pretty much said what you just said there. Like, oh, Lamar's going to get healthy. The Steelers, we've seen this before where division leads evaporate. Yeah, I kind of like the Baltimore Ravens. I think even the odds on Sunday night last night had the Ravens more likely than the Pittsburgh Steelers to make the playoffs. So we'll see. Joe Burrow, if he gets back, that would be big. I'm just unsure. They're 3-6 right now. Is there a point where you just shut him down? Or do you have to have him back into the lineup, even if it's meaningless?
I think the state of the AFC North right now, you have to get him in there. Like you
But
all
in 4 weeks, let's say.
like then it's different. Like I think you still have to assess where you're at that time. And the Bengals are such a flawed team. Like the defense is so bad that the offense can score as many points as they want and it doesn't matter. But right now, with the Ravens as bad of a start they had, and they appear to be coming on, pretty resounding win yesterday over Mini. The Steelers have a lot of problems. The Browns are the Browns. Like, the division's up for grabs still, and you're not out of it. So if Flacco can get you by here for another couple weeks, and all of a sudden you're in the hunt, and I think it is really only going to be for the division, because I think the wild card spot is going to be tied. Wild card spots, be tied up from the North and one of the teams from the East, Bills or Patriots. Like, you got to go for it, because they already put, like, this last year Trey Hendrickson, which your defense sucks, but how much worse is it going to be without your best player?
Well, wait for Shamar to take over.
Shamar Stewart to really
find
get
his
going.
game. That division, nobody has a plus point differential. So it's up for grabs. Ravens won 3 in a row. That would be my pick if I were to make one. Gord sending into text, but that was for Low Tide. We'll let Low Tide answer that one. Good morning, boys. Without making the same old comment, how are they going to get better next game? Just YouTube? What do you two think would be the best option to make this team better? Change defense, change offense, or change some goaltending? I would change between them. Like, my first move would be to change goaltending.
You think so?
I mean, there's a lot of things.
Can I say just, like, change the way the team plays?
Like, that would be
exists?
if I could just, like, warp their minds and
yeah.
change that. Yeah.
Can I just wave a wand and make them look like they're trying?
That would be the first thing.
Then after that, I think you might be right. Because if we're talking realistically, which of those position groups is easiest to change in short of order? Like, for a goalie, you only need to acquire one player.
Yeah.
The goalie. Yeah, getting one forward can make a difference. Getting one defenseman can make a difference, but they're still only a share of the group, right? You get a new number one goalie, all of a sudden, like that's a drastic change.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
like,
tough to do.
I don't think we have ever said, like, don't upgrade your goalie. It's just that it's a lot easier said than done. And maybe Stan Bowman gets creative and finds a way to make it happen. But
that's what he gets paid to do.
What we're seeing right now isn't good enough. But what an opportunity for, like, a younger player here to, like, be that guy. Okay, you know what? I got to spark the team. First 5 minutes, like, maybe it's, well, not even younger. What if Curtis Lazar is like, I'll do it. I'll fight someone. Like, we need something. Someone has to do something. Maybe it's me. Maybe that's how I stay in the lineup. Show a pulse. Could be a lot of guys. But I feel like that would be something just to try to ignite the guys. Try to get them going. Brian says, hey, boys, I won Oilers tickets for my ball league. I could pick any game I wanted. It chose Saturdays. Wow, did I pick wrong?
Brian.
I get your thinking was good, though.
Sympathy's there, brother.
You're like McDavid, Draisaitl, Makar, McKinnon. This is going to be a fun game.
This will be absolute cinema.
It was a fun game.
For the Avalanche.
Yeah, Avalanche. For a little bit. Could have been worse, too. I mean, there was a...
Yeah, they could have got a 10 spot.
There was a goal that was disallowed.
Good point. Yeah, Gabe Landeskog. Poor guy.
Yeah, well, glad to see him
They
out
should
there.
just let that... Like, looking back, knowing how the game went anyway, do you think Chris Knobloch would take it back?
The challenge?
It's like knowing, hey, we're going to lose the 9-1 anyway. Just let Gabe Landeskog have a goal. He's a good guy.
Rod says, now are you guys going to admit we need a goalie? You guys love Skinner, I thought. I would like to say that I think we live in reality where replacing Stuart Skinner is very tough to do. We've long said, and man, I was on the Pickard bandwagon before the playoffs last year, like the final 2 months of the season. I thought he was the better goalie. I had more confidence in him. If you can upgrade your goalies, do it. Do it yesterday. I just think that it's tough to do. You have $3.5 million invested in your goaltending room for a reason. You don't have that much space to work with. You have a lot of other players on this team who are very highly paid, and that was the route they took. Now it started with the previous regime.
And to pony onto that, I would say, like, for me, I've looked at it as, does Stuart Skinner and the goaltending on whole, like Pickard seems to avoid much more of the negative comments. Like, does the goaltending deserve as much blame as it takes sometimes? And I mean, like, night to night, it's always the goaltender's fault, no matter what. No, I don't think that's true. Like, I don't think they deserve that much of the blame when the team is not playing well or not having success. But to your point, Connor, does that mean that I think that Stuart Skinner is ever going to be a Vezina Trophy winner or ever going to, represent Team Canada at the Olympics? No, I don't. But he's what you have right now. He was playing quite well to start the season. Like, don't let the misplaying of the puck in the Calgary game totally cloud your view of his level of play over the first couple weeks. He was playing good. Now, it's taking a little bit of a different turn. I thought he was terrible on Saturday, much like every other Oiler. The second Makar goal, like, it goes right through him. Yeah, it's Cale Makar, but it's not from super in tight, and it goes right through you. Didn't pick the corner. So, and then you can extrapolate that out through a few more of the goals, a couple breakaways, all this stuff for both him and Pickard. It wasn't pretty. It was not pretty top to bottom.
Imitation Tom says, I'm 5'8", 140. Put me in, coach. I'll fight.
Well, that's what I said on Saturday. I should have been on standby as an e-bug situation. Like, I'll go in there and get shellacked for the last period.
Rod says, if it wasn't for Pickard, we never would have got to the Stanley Cup final last year. Yeah, Rod, I'm
probably 2 years in a row. You can say that.
I was on Team Pickard. I've admitted that. You know, Skinner was good at certain points in the playoffs. Good against Dallas for the second consecutive year. So maybe I was wrong, but I was Pickard there. Colin says, excuses. Goaltending has been Achilles' heel for years and it's never addressed. Should have been a priority. A real GM would get creative and make it happen.
Well, you might recall a few seasons ago, the Oilers were sitting in a spot where they had two projected first-round goalies available in the middle of the first round. They opted to trade back out of that spot.
Yeah.
And watch Jesper Wallstedt, who is still finding, like, if you think that one of those guys would be your starting goalie right now and you'd be a contending team, like, both Jesper Wallstedt and Sebastian Cossa have, like, less than a dozen games in the NHL. That, like, those would not be immediate solutions. But even at that time, they're kind of like, all right, I think we're in on the Stuart Skinner belief train here. Because that would have been after his first year when he had to kind of step up because of the Jack Campbell situation.
Yeah. Well, they tried that one.
Yeah, they have tried.
All this being said, they went to Game 7 of Stanley Cup Final and lost 2-1.
2-1? It
was 2-1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that bad?
I mean,
is that the goalie's fault?
Allegedly. With all that had happened, they were that close. With that being said, I think I'm with the majority of the people here and say, yeah, if you can make a goalie move, go do it. Find a way. And we'll see if Stan Bowman can do that. That's why he was hired, I suppose. Well, that's going to do it for us. Music means we got we're back on Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Everyone, enjoy your Remembrance Day. Remember why you had that day off. And if you're out to one of those ceremonies to honor those, respect it. We'll talk to you on Wednesday. Let's get to a Sports 1440 update with Sam Wilness. Brought to you by Wilhauk Beef Jerky, home of Alberta's best beef jerky, online at wilhaukbeefjerky.com. Only available in Leduc.
The Sports 1440 update.
Oilers at home tonight as the Blue Jackets come to town. Puck drop at 6:30 with pregame coverage starting at 5:30. 3 other games in the NHL sees the Islanders taking on the Devils. Predators face off with the Rangers, and the Panthers go head-to-head with the Golden Knights. Week 10 in the NFL wrapping up tonight as the Packers host the Eagles. Kickoff at 6:15, and off the field, the New York Giants have fired their head coach, Brian Daboll. In the NBA, 9 games happening around the league, including the Trailblazers taking on the Magic, Lakers going head-to-head with LaMelo and the Hornets, the Cavs heading to Miami, Spurs square off with the Bulls, and the Bucks take the court against the Mavs. Coming up at the top of the hour, it's the Lowdown with Lowtide here on Sports 1440, and this has been your Sports 1440 update with Sam Wilness.
This is Sports 1440, a Stingray Radio